Now then, welcome to another edition of Barnsley Biker Video Diaries. This week it's showtime. As you've probably noticed, I'm on Old Bonnie and we're going to a local. It's listed as a classic car show, but there's usually a dozen or so bikes there, few to look at, so we're going to have a look out at Wentworth. Regular followers of my channel will know that I go through Wentworth quite a lot, but today we're going to the Hall, very famous building, and I'll give you some footage of it. When it was built, it was the biggest privately owned residence in Europe, and all built on the profits from coal. So here we are, turn off towards Wentworth. Again, regular viewers of my channel will know this road, but anybody that's watching for the first time, this first village that we go through is called Harley, although as far as I know, other than the name, no connections to that American brand of motorcycle. So here we have the entrance. I thought there might be a queue, but not so far, although the car park's quite full, so I'll see what provision they've got for bikes.
Follow the road all the way round.
Yeah.
There's hard standing around there for you.
Thank you.
Okay.
There you have it, hard standing. Just been joined by an XT with a Mally Mile sticker on his headlight. So, might get a chance to chat to him in a bit. Morning.
Display or parking?
If I can display, I will.
Display on the castle bridge following round.
Right, okay. There we are, we're going to be displaying. We're going to be riding past the house. So to give you a good idea of the house I've just mentioned, as I said, this was the biggest privately owned residence in Europe when it was built.
I mean, can you do the royal way? Have you got used to it?
Not really, no. It's a bit weird.
But it's steep in history. I mean, this is our British motoring heritage coming to alive, actually, and it's fantastic.
Now then, there we are, we've arrived. Hopefully you can see the house behind me. As I've mentioned, a lot of history there. There's a lot of people on YouTube do specialist history channels that do full documentaries on the history of the house or parts of the history of the house. So go and check them out, find out more about this very historic building. Hopefully you can hear me over the commentary. Right, I'm going for a wander around. There you go, there's a Triumph there. But as you can see, fair selection of bikes have turned out.
And you bring it into the arena.
I'm going to
Come on, let's have you in. As many as we can
have
get.
a look round, and anything that's a bit special I'll share with you. I can see one already, that Triumph Matisse, so we'll have a closer look. So let's go and have a wander, see what's here. This Hinkley Thunderbird attends a lot of the shows. He's a local lad, and he's had this a while, I think. But same bike as Freddie's just bought. Anybody that follows Freddie Dobbs.
Strongest section.
Anything that's got no roof.
Suzuki Intruder, 1800cc's of Japanese cruiser.
Let's have you in the arena is on.
And these days a fairly rare thing.
No matter what it is, if it's got no
A bike that Yamaha made for quite a few, probably had a 20-year production run in various forms, the Virago. That's a tidy one.
Oh, we've got another one coming in.
And a rare beast these days, considering the number we sold.
If you want to find out where to park,
Another bike we sold plenty of. Don't know how long it is since this was finished, the build, or whether it's just kept really nice, but that is tidy. Matisse unit construction Triumph engine, probably a T120 looking at it.
Well, let's see if we can double it.
Single carb. It's more oil tight than mine at minute.
Now, if the gentleman
Next
from the Mercedes organisation,
one of the bikes that still holds the records for the most ever built, and that's a later one with the
because I understand you're the main organiser.
extended indicators, square indicators.
Here he is.
Modern bikes mixed in with the older stuff.
Here, it's got a classic car, over 15 years old. It's welcome to come in.
Suzuki's underrated V-twin, the SV range. It's still quite popular, to be fair, especially the 650s, but this one's the 1000, which you don't see as many of.
Oh, we have a slight mechanical problem.
Bandit's far better
Can we
bike.
get, Chris, can we jot the...
Next a couple more Hondas. Another iconic blast from the past.
Mercedes like that.
GPZ 750 turbo.
Around about 80 plus today.
All the Japanese manufacturers had to go up making turbos at one point. Kawasaki were probably the only ones that pulled it off. So you had a 750 that had the same performance as the 1100, but in the lighter, more agile chassis of the GPZ 750. And that is a tidy example. Original exhaust and everything. That could be a local bike looking at the reg number, which I'll not share with you.
Mercedes. We did that a couple of weeks ago for a regional
All the
one
trails.
over a place called Capesall Hall.
Not sure how this one sneaked in, because that's less than a year old probably. That was the GB350 Honda was only launched in this country officially last year. So nice to see one though.
Extend an invitation for you nationally
One of
to come here
last of
as
the
you've done.
RDs.
The invitation, we'd like to make this
And then a brace of what,
in the north here.
if you were to talk about classic bikes, would probably spring to mind more immediately. AGS,
Well, what we'll
BSA,
do, I'll say, we'll put a special section in
and the
for
Triumph on the
Mercedes, and we'll most likely have a third, second and first, something like
just
that.
give you a taste of the selection of some of the cars that get here as well.
The good thing is we have such a
To be fair, I think we saw that yellow one at Lock Park.
going from the 50s, we've got coupes, cabriolets, four doors.
A lot of club stands. We're going to have a wander around, and I will share interesting things with you.
So it'd be a looking round because what you mean, it's up for sale.
This is a nice Bonneville, isn't it? Yeah, that deserves a prize. But these bikes either side of me followed me in.
There are many ways of doing it.
I on the YZF. Again, that's a rare thing these days, that R6. And that is, looks completely standard and mint.
An old Mercedes, but he's not quite sure what to do. If he gives your
even the exhaust. I hope I caught this one on the Insta360 as he followed me in. I caught the Mally Mile sticker on the headlight. I thought it was an XT500 in my rear view mirror, but probably rarer. I was talking to a chap that owns it, and he was at the Mally Mile last year but didn't make it this year. But that's the an XT550.
So is there anything
Organising the registration.
Probably a more usable bike than the XT500.
But obviously we needed someone.
That's a nice example. Used, ridden, and if he's been to the Mally, used as it's intended. You guys out in the background for Arnie. I've not seen him yet, but they have the Terminator bike, Harley Fat Boy, collectible these days. A lot of bike. Next to another rarity, Honda VTR 1000 SP1. Basically the homologation special, so that Honda could have a go at trying to win World Superbikes using a 1000cv twin. Never really succeeded. They never could better the Ducatis, even when they had riders of the ilk of Foggy and Aaron Slight. And that's next to the bike that started it all. in this country, really. I mean, Honda had been selling bikes for a while before this came out, but this still recognised as the first super bike. KH350, big Suzuki 4, GSX 1400, mixing it with a couple, three scooters. So, as I mentioned in my videos, if you want to talk to somebody that has really got an enthusiasm for what they do, the scooter guys have enthusiasm by the bucket load. Only 3 of them here so far, but interesting. Try and give you an impression of the size of the house as I pan across the grand entrance. It's been used in a few films. I forgot there's 300 and odd bedrooms in that building, some that actually never got used. Bikes that are sneaked away from the main display. XBR 500, featured in this month's classic bike is the XBR, or was it last month's anyway. Again, a bike that didn't sell as well as it should have done. Cracking bike, to be fair. One of the few Hondas I would consider owning. And this is one of the few Hondas I have owned. The 250 single. They were a cracking bike for a year.
I've got a Triumph. He's not.
Oh, sorry.
That's it. Your name, sir?
Mark, better known as the Barnsley Biker Video Diary.
Oh, the Barnsley
Biker Video Diary. I do a YouTube channel.
Oh, do you? Oh, that's what that thing is on there then, is it?
That's it, I'm filming you.
Oh, are you? I wondered what it was. I thought it might be a speed camera.
Not on this.
Mark, just tell us a little bit about your bike actually, so try and what year is it?
It's built in 77, registered as a 78, but it's been re-imported back from America. So it's an export model that's been heavily modified, that was originally sold in California. Somebody brought it back into this country with a blown motor, fixed it, and I bought it for them.
Oh, well done. Keep on going. And the AJS, can you go out? Lead us out.
Again, the grounds at Wentworth Woodhouse are as spectacular as the building itself. Although if you look at some of the videos, at one point where we stood now was turned into an open cast mine. And the gardens and everything ripped up. And if you are into country houses and your history, etc., Wentworth Woodhouse is open to the public. Check out the open times, but you can have guided tours where they'll take you around. There's a massive restoration project in process, so very well worth visiting. Come along and have a look. Okay, I'm going to look at some few cars now. As people are probably aware, I'm into my Americana. So this pickup, it's like a barge, massive. Next to the British attempt to build an American style, if you like, muscle car. It's got 5-litre engine stuck in it. It's actually the Granada Coupe. I don't know if the camera will pick this up. The paint job on this one just caught my eye. A bit glittery, but that airbrush work, spectacular. Modern Mustang. Next to this, I love that rusting piece. There you go, even got the badge on, Rust Box Edition. Well patinaed. Step back, try and get it all in for you. Yeah. All ready for that big road trip down to the big surf.
1960. Doesn't matter what it is, no matter where it's come from, no matter how much you paid for it.
Cars that have just been in the arena, leaving now. Two more Honda Cubs turned up. The one that's been customised. I wanted to come across and have a look at this scooter. This is an old one. I'd not noticed it when I was looking at the other two. It's very tidy. Yours? Yeah. I'll have a word with the gentleman and I'll let you know how old it is. It's a really good turnout of cars. If you're into your classic cars, well worth coming. I think the weather helps, doesn't it? When it's like this. Even car folk don't turn up if the weather's a bit pants. So, just a quick look at some of these are all in the pre-1960s class. So, nice turnout. And a good cross section of cars, trucks, commercials, Americana. Got to share this Aston with you. That is very nice. I don't know if he races it or what, but obviously with the racing numbers on it. Maybe do some classic events. And this Sheffield Simplex. Have a look at this. Apparently the Sheffield Simplex company was owned by one of the Fitzwilliams, and this car was built for him and is now in the Sheffield Heritage Museum and brought out on special occasions like this. That is a stunning. Everything hand built, handmade. Yeah, I'll give you a close-up of that. But very Bentley-esque. And the British Racing Green as well. Nice collection. Nice mix of sports cars, everyday saloon cars, Moggy Thou. This very nice Corvette. Stuck between a pair of Moggy Thous.
I always made out half a car, isn't it?
Okay, I'm going to be getting my kit on and making tracks in a bit, so thanks for watching. As always, remember, I am the Barnsley Biker. Please like, please subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you. And there we are leaving.